taking.
Oh, there it is. Welcome to Alistair's and I's podcast, and I being Simon. We still don't have a good name. We've been discussing this for 2 years now. No name still. Today, today we don't have a topic planned, but I do have something interesting that you may or may not have heard about. Probably not, but it's very interesting. So, Alistair, do you have anything you want to get off your chest first, or
No, please. Let's begin with your interesting story.
okay? Okay. I want to set the tone first, so we don't uh, make too much fun or joke about, because it's a serious topic,
Ah.
and it's very traumatic.
Mm-hmm.
It's a sad topic, but it's interesting.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll try and be
Um.
respectful.
Yeah. I mean, not for me personally, but it's just as an
Okay.
overall thing.
Mm.
Um, have you ever been close to like a major accident? Like
Um.
a plane crash or
Oh no, I have not.
no? But you've seen it on TV, or you've seen documentaries about it, or YouTube
Oh yeah,
videos? Like,
certainly, certainly.
yeah. So I don't know, it feels weird to see it. Like, I can't believe that many people died and
Mm-hmm.
things went wrong and stuff like that.
Mm.
Well, I believe it was Wednesday morning
Mm-hmm.
in Denmark. I wake up and on my phone it says train accident, 6 people killed.
Mm-hmm.
And the thing is, there's two things to this. We never have train accidents in Denmark, like in
Yeah.
Europe or like anywhere. Like, it's not very common.
Mm-hmm.
And then people actually dying when stuff like that happening. That's also significant. Is It was out of the ordinary and it was weird, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
Mm.
but then that was like when I woke up. So I went to brush my teeth and then I went back downstairs. I
Mm-hmm.
hopped on my computer and did some research about it. Went on to the news.
Mm-hmm.
It turns out the accident happened about 4 kilometers from my house.
Oh wow.
Yeah, so it was really close.
Gee.
Um, that means that when I opened the window, I tell you, man, there was sirens and helicopters the entire day and the next day.
Oh
So
wow.
it was weird. I was like, I wasn't involved in the accident, but I was like too close to it, you know?
Yeah. Well, that's certainly uncomfortable.
Yeah.
S- So,
And no, go ahead.
so is that a train that you would, conceivably take yourself?
Well, I'll come to that because there's a crazy part to this,
Okay, sure.
and that's
Oh.
how it gets personal. But so we don't know what caused the accident exactly. Like, it's gonna take a long time for them to find out, and we're just gonna let them do their thing.
Okay, sure.
But basically, it was very windy. Like, there was a storm in Denmark on the day,
Mm-hmm.
and the train was going over one of the bridges, like the largest bridge in Denmark that connects the island I live on to the capital island.
Mm-hmm.
So the train was going over that bridge while it was windy, and the bridge was closed to traffic except trains. They could still go.
Oh,
In the
right. Wow.
opposite direction, there was a freight train.
Oh, yikes.
Essentially, what happened is one of the carts on the freight train,
Mm-hmm.
something fell off, something very big, and
Mm-hmm.
collided with the train.
Okay.
And then uh, the accident happened. Um,
Hmm.
yeah. So and 6 people died initially, and then 8 people was the final count. Um,
Hmm.
yeah. So there's a couple. I'm almost done.
No,
Um,
don't worry. Take your time.
the train that was the passenger train and the freight train is now 500 meters from my house because they're train tracks like for storage,
Mm-hmm.
which means I've seen the actual train. Like it's very damaged and it was very weird to see.
So you just walked out your door and you could see it?
Well, it was a 5 minute walk, right?
That's
And
crazy.
it was just there, you know.
Mm-hmm.
And
Wow.
I looked at it and I was like, there was 8 people right there that gave up their lives
So
about 4 kilometers from where I live, and it was crazy.
Mm.
But then, because the bridge was closed for traffic,
Mm-hmm.
and my mom works over there,
All right.
she had to take the train.
Oh.
Yeah, she was supposed to be on that train, but she was a bit late that morning, so she
Wow,
missed the
okay.
train by like 5 minutes. So she had to take the next train, which obviously never departed because of the accident. But like,
Jeez.
it was surreal, you know, because my mom, she came home from work and she was like, "Oh yeah, I was actually on my way to that train, but I missed it." So yeah,
Wow, that nonchalantly. Was she like affected by it?
no, she feels fine. She's like, but
Hmm.
one of her coworkers was on the train, survived and all, but
Well, that's lucky. Good for them.
yeah. But my point being, like, you see accidents and they're so far away, you don't really,
Connect.
it
with them.
doesn't really affect you.
Hmm.
But this time it came a little close. So,
Oh yeah.
anyways, let's move on to some more cheerful topics.
So like, Happy New Year, I guess.
Yeah.
That's a way to start the new year. That's a way to start the first episode of the New Year's podcast, I guess.
Well, we had a pretty bad New Year in Denmark already. Like the second day, they're like,
Yeah.
"Oh yeah."
Holy crap.
Anyways, sad, but these things happen. You know.
Yeah.
Did you do anything on actual New Year's Eve or?
I think I went to my aunt and uncle's place. We had takeout. I thought it was meant to be a family thing. Like we got, you're meant to dress up, but no, it was pretty casual. We just,
Mm-hmm.
and then, before the new year, we went home and then we kind of just sat around in the living room until the time came and dad turned on the TV, switched to the Chinese channel. Then he didn't like it because it was, I don't know, there was some sort of weird performances going on. So he switched to the Hong Kong channel. And on the Hong Kong channel, we have, we just basically, have you seen the Hong Kong New Year?
No, I've seen a bit.
So you know that usually what we have is a feed of like the main kind of area of Hong Kong, which everyone knows, with all the tall buildings and everything. The zigzaggy one and the super tall one, yeah, everyone. And then we basically just sit and wait until the fireworks come out on the New Year. And I've got to say, it was probably the longest fireworks display I've seen in my life. It was on for like 15 minutes. And we're not talking about like a piddly little thing as well, okay, like one or two. We're talking about the entire freaking river was lit from top to bottom across the way. So it was pretty crazy. I wonder how much money like went into that.
No, yeah. I have a friend who was an exchange student in Hong Kong.
So he was from Hong Kong.
It was a girl, and she was Danish.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So she went to Hong Kong.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
And I saw like an Instagram live stream at New Year's, and it was pretty wild.
So you saw fireworks or the
Yeah, I don't think it was in the city center but it was certainly something.
Yeah. Well, Asia likes its fireworks. The Chinese
Yeah.
made them, and we just keep launching them. So,
I
did you
respect
jump off the table at New Year's then?
No, I there was too many people, so I just jumped from the floor.
Well, talk about anticlimactic. You had me all tense up for like you jumping off the table. So,
Well,
who did you sacrifice your place for?
there was my cousin. and
Younger?
It was a small. Yeah,
Uh-huh.
she's 9.
Okay, that's fair.
I
I gotta
found
be
out
the
my-
responsible 18-year-old.
Yeah,
Since 17-year-old, whatever. We're old is the point.
practically 18. Oh, that actually reminds me of a good topic that we can talk about later.
Sure.
I found out my younger male cousin, he was only 15, so he's not
Mhm.
allowed to drink.
Right.
Yeah. So I was like, oh, okay, then I will also not drink. Even though I brought stuff for tequila sunrise and I was ready.
Oh, what a disappointing New Year's that must have been.
I just sat for 6 hours straight playing Clash of Clans.
Yo, do people still play that? I thought they transferred to its like cooler younger brother.
They have updated the game so much. Have you ever played it?
I've never played it. I decided not to touch it. You know, some games just eat your life away. I have a couple of games that do that already.
Yeah, don't start playing it. But yeah, they've added so much because I haven't played it for years, and they've added a lot of stuff since. So I'm addicted again.
Oh gosh, that's crazy how they can keep the player base going sometimes.
Yeah.
You know, my dad hasn't given up Candy Crush.
Oh, really?
He's still going. I think he's in the, quadruple digits now. And by that I mean like 1,000, level 1,000 something.
Like, okay. I was like thinking but it's the level. Okay. That's insane.
Yeah. Yeah, he's kept at it ever since it came out.
Well,
I've been trying to get him to transfer to some, more quality games, but unfortunately the quality ones you have to pay for.
Yeah, but Candy Crush you kind of have to pay for because it ain't fun if you don't pay.
Nah, my dad somehow manages.
What? I hate games that make you wait or pay.
Oh yeah, like you just want it all there and then.
Yeah.
Okay,
so Clash of Clans, it's like you have to upgrade your base, right?
Mm-hmm.
And in the beginning, it's like wait 15 minutes, wait 1 minute, wait an hour, and then you play for a couple of days, and then it's like wait 16 hours, wait 3 days, and then you're like, okay, let's calm it down, buddy. Let me just trying to upgrade my cannon. So
yeah, when those caps start coming out, it really does get annoying, doesn't it?
Yeah.
I don't know though. I mean, like, a Candy Crush doesn't seem like that because all you have to do is just move the freaking things along the grid. You know, the power ups are like, sure, you can buy them if you want, but my dad somehow manages without. I guess he's too arrogant to think he needs to help.
Well, I don't know the game that well, but isn't there like you have lives or something?
Oh yeah, their lives, but the wait time for them to come back is always consistent. It doesn't get longer, the further you get into the game.
Well, then it's fine.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. So, you're 17, right?
Yeah. I just had to double check.
Yeah.
You too, right?
Yep.
Okay, good.
Yes, sir.
And hold on, let me just pull out my contacts here, and it says here you turn 18 on the 21st of May.
That's correct.
Okay, I think I got that back when I could, ask you and it wasn't awkward.
Yeah. So what I wanted to talk about is, have you ever tried like you were trying to do something online or something else where there's like you have to be over 18 to do this, and it doesn't really make any sense.
You mean like Facebook?
Yeah, something like Facebook.
Isn't like I remember there was an age restriction thing, or maybe that was just my memory, but it was like ages ago. It probably doesn't have age restrictions anymore, does it?
Well, I don't think they enforce it, but I'm pretty sure it's 13 and above.
Oh yeah.
But
Oh yeah, no
okay,
wonder it was so long ago. All right, yeah. But
Yeah.
yeah, no, I know what you mean.
I have two good examples. PayPal.
Oh yeah.
You have to be over 18 to use it. So what happened to me is I've had a PayPal account for very long. Like I think I got
Mhm.
mine when I was 14 or 13.
Mm-hmm.
And I just chose a different birth year.
Mm-hmm.
So I was over 18. And they're like, okay, sure, go ahead and use it. And I connected my bank account and my credit card, my debit card, and it
Yeah.
all worked fine.
Okay.
And then one time I needed to receive over $200. And then they're
Mhm.
like, oh, before we can release this money, we need to confirm your identity. Right?
Mm-hmm.
I'm 17 at this point.
Right.
So it's been many years where I've been using the account just fine. And then I upload my passport and they're like, oh, you're under 18. We're going to close your account. And then there's nothing I could do, you know?
Oh no! So
And it
all
just
that money
pissed me
was
off.
lost, or what?
Oh, no. Then it was canceled. And then we transferred it to my dad's account. So that was fine.
Okay, that's fair.
But it just annoys me. Like, I've been using the account and there's been no problems. And then suddenly, like, okay, now you can't use it anymore. Because,
So what was the reason for that? You just wanted to transfer a huge amount of money?
yeah.
Huh. Well, I suppose that's a bit more fair considering. I mean, like, you want to be more,
But I'm just,
more. Yeah.
I don't know if it's different in the United States or whatever, but in Europe, you have a lot of autonomy when you're under 18 still.
Yeah. Yeah, I get that.
And
I think I've noticed it. Yeah.
in Denmark, you have financial autonomy when you're 13
That's pretty sick.
or 15.
No
I
wonder
just
you could
know
get
I
away
have
with
it. Yeah. I have my own bank account that my parents can't touch.
Wow.
Yeah.
So
Whether you, yeah.
I don't know. That just seems a bit like when I was 13, I was like, oh man, I'm buying something with my wallet. What the heck? This is so cool.
Yeah.
You had a whole freaking bank account already? What, do you get like interest as well?
Yeah.
Oh damn, boy. So how much is it in it?
It's like,
Oh, is that private information? Should I be asking?
no, it's like 0.8%.
Oh, okay.
Last year, let me just check one of my bank accounts. Last year, in a bank account that has 5,800 kroner, I got paid 1 kroner in interest. So, not really.
Not really a lucrative way to make money, but okay.
Yeah, but
I'm sure if that number was bigger.
Yeah, you could. Yeah, but my point is, all these age restrictions, I understand. Like, we can't have kids having PayPal accounts and whatever, but when you're from a country that lets you have a debit card and a bank account, and then a simple thing as a PayPal account shouldn't be limited or not available. That's just,
yeah, that does sound stupid. I mean, if you're given that stuff so early on, you're already, you know how to be responsible with it. At least you've made enough mistakes to know how to be responsible with it.
yeah. So That's
So have you made any mistakes? Have you ever bought anything stupidly?
Yeah, but I managed to. I'm like very aggressive with the refund policy
Oh, right. Okay.
because, well, first of all, most websites and online stores and whatever they have like the 30 days return policy, right?
Mm-hmm.
But in the European Union, we have a very, very, very aggressive refund policy, which means if you buy anything, then
Mhm.
you're legally up, allowed to request a refund within like 60 days.
Wow. So no refund
And
isn't actually a thing in the Europe, huh?
yeah, you're
Until after
very
60 days. Wow.
yeah. So I mean, I okay, the dumbest thing I've done, which then ended up being fine, but
Okay.
I have a password manager called 1Password.
Oh yeah, I know it.
Yep. And I have premium, and I pay for it myself. And then I set up a recurring payment for 1 year each year.
Mm-hmm.
And then I was running a bit low on money. And then I got an email. We have just charged for your membership. And I was like, no, that's all of my money. But I needed 1Password, so I had to put
Okay.
that through. Yeah, but it hurt, You weren't expecting it, and then
It just
slam.
got there.
Yeah.
So how many subscriptions do you have? You got 1Password. Do you have Spotify?
Oh, my dad pays for that.
Oh, yeah. Your
Yes.
dad's a connoisseur for the fine.
Yeah. We have a Spotify family account.
Oh yeah, no, that's the right way to go. That's what
Yeah.
my family has as well.
Yeah.
It's dumb to do it any other way.
Yeah. But we have the old family account.
What does that mean?
Well, basically what they did was you have one normal premium membership, right, for
Mhm.
$10 a month.
Yeah.
And then they would have each additional family member for $5 a month.
Okay.
But then after Apple Music came in, then they changed it to 6 family members for $20, I think, or something. It was like it's cheaper now, essentially.
Okay, so you're still running off the old version.
Yeah.
Have you
We're
tried
just
moving
me
to
and
the
my
new one,
dad.
or are you just too lazy?
Too lazy. Yeah. And
Well, you never know. I mean, he doesn't know. You might want to tell him that.
I'll bring it up.
Just bring it up. Okay. Well, any other subscriptions? You're the kind of guy who cracks, I think, aren't you?
What?
You're the kind of guy who's got the cracks for like the real fancy stuff, like Premiere, right? You got the suite, Adobe
I don't
suites.
pay for that.
Yeah, you cracked that.
Oh yeah. That's what you meant. Yeah. It's getting harder and harder these days.
Yeah, I know.
You used to be able to just download any Adobe program using their official installer and then just change one file and it would be cracked.
Yeah, I remember that.
It's not that easy anymore. On Windows, at least.
They're really picking up. I mean, the equivalent on Apple. Okay, I'll tell you. Like when the 2019 suite came out, is that what we're on now? 2019.
Yeah, CC 2019, I think.
Yeah. So when the 2019 thing came out, I just popped over to YouTube and searched in Adobe Z. Do you know it?
No.
Because I'm a Mac user, so we have.
Oh yeah, I do.
Have this thing. Yeah, ZII. And it's honestly a godsend. Like currently, the version right now that I have doesn't have all of the patches, but it has like the most important ones, which is Photoshop and After Effects, which I care about.
Yep.
And all I have to do is just click on the button, patch it, and then it does its business. All of them are cracked. I don't have to click or drag any files at all.
Yeah, I think I have it on my MacBook. But
yeah, you stuck on Windows. But arguably, you have the superior OS?
It's tough. Let me tell you something.
Yeah, sure.
I would have changed to Linux a long time ago if it wasn't because of Office and the Adobe Suite.
Mm-hmm.
But
Yeah, those are hard things to give up.
So I do a lot of programming.
Oh yeah.
And Windows is not very good for a lot of types of programming,
Mm-hmm.
notably
Yeah.
web development, which is what I mostly do.
Yeah.
But they have really picked up in the last year. They have full support for Linux on Windows. Like
Wow.
it's called a Linux subsystem, and it's crazy good. And a lot of things have really improved. So now it's actually very pleasant. So now I don't want to switch.
Okay, so it sounds like everything's going up your alley. I mean,
Yeah.
that's just the way things are meant to go nowadays, right? More and more people are just getting access to these things. So if they don't keep up, they're going to get kicked into the dust.
Exactly. Yeah, I think Windows 10 at least, is very nice to work with again.
Could you go through with me, all the different iterations of Windows again, and why some people hated it and why some people liked different ones?
I'll do the ones I know.
Can we start with XP? That's the classic,
XP,
I think.
Yeah, XP is like the classic good Windows because well, it's before my time really, but I believe people loved it so much because there was a new interface and it looked really nice.
Mm-hmm.
And you could change the blue windows to silver, and some people really loved that. And it worked really well.
Right, so it was just like the robust daddy. Everyone just could rely on it.
It was like a proper Windows. It runs on any computer and it runs any software and it just works.
It's brilliant. It's all you need, really.
Yeah. But then Vista came along, and it brought a new interface again, and it looked kind of nice.
Mm-hmm.
But it was so modern. Here's the thing. The main problem with Vista is that it was ahead of its time.
Okay. So people had no idea how to use it.
Yeah, and the computers weren't powerful enough to run it, and the drivers that it needed weren't written. They didn't exist, so things didn't work, and yeah, the reception wasn't really that good. But then they took Vista, they fixed everything that was wrong with it, and released Windows 7.
Right, yeah, I've always wondered why the number skip.
That I cannot explain. But Windows 7, that was really good.
Mm-hmm.
It was fast. It ran on slower computers, and it worked, and it worked so well that many people still use it today, even though it's outdated and it doesn't receive security updates anymore.
Yeah, that's a worry. They should update, but
you should really update. And then
I'm sorry.
I'll do a small pause here.
Yeah. It's Simon, and we're live again. Hello. I think she's going to make a regular appearance every week.
That's good. Yeah.
I needed to take some pictures from Manage Back for Cass.
Oh, of course.
I'll ask for it back if I'm not done. Okay.
Awesome.
I'd ask for it back if I'm not done.
Oh, okay. Yeah, sure. Have fun. They asked me if we'd like to meet you up in London.
When?
Summer.
Oh, he's going to New York. You're going to New York, right?
Is it? Oh, okay.
Maybe Japan.
Okay, Japan. Wow. It's full of.
Well, we don't know. We were just sitting around the dinner table, and then I was like, about the New York trip? Yeah.
Mhm.
We should consider Japan as well. And then my dad was like, I would like that very much.
Your entire family just seems spontaneous.
Yeah, but he's already been to the US, so
Has he not been to Japan?
no.
Yeah, it'll be an experience. Yeah, it'll be nice to go somewhere new. Hold on, what were we talking about before she came in?
I was talking about Windows.
Oh yeah, Windows. Okay, get to the most recent one, and then we'll continue with this thread. I like it.
Okay, so Windows 8 came out. People hated it. Windows 8.1 came out. It was okay. Still not that good. Windows 10 came out. Fantastic.
Wait, so what was
And
up with
they-
the Windows 8? Sorry.
Windows 8. Well, that's when they really betted on their Windows Phone to take off and tablets.
Oh yeah, and then they had that whole tile
Interface.
interface.
Yeah, it was too touchy. You
Mhm.
know,
Yeah.
it didn't work well with keyboard and mouse, which is what most computers have. So, sorry. In Windows 8.1, they fixed a lot of those things, so it just became
A normal
a
computer.
decent operating system. It was like okay. And then in Windows 10, they really learned their lesson and said, okay, it's just desktops.
So they went back to the
And-
good old.
They brought the start menu properly back, kind of. It's okay. And it looks nice. They are implementing something called Fluent Design, which is good. It looks very nice.
What does it do?
Well, it's so on Mac and iOS, there's this transparency effect kind of in some places
Oh yeah, yeah.
where you can see the background.
Mm-hmm.
That's
like
actually
this-
from Windows Vista
Oh.
and 7. And then in Windows 8 and 8.1, they removed that kind of transparency effect. But in Windows 10, they're betting on it big again.
Yeah, but it's very nice. So I don't understand
Yeah.
why they get rid of it.
It looks fantastic, and it's a nice and clean UI. But now Windows 10 is suffering from what do you call it? It's not that consistent.
So you mean like in the design of it, or
Yes.
like in its running? Oh, it's in its design.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because I don't know how many users Windows 10 has, but I know Windows itself has billions of users. Like it's
Mm-hmm. Well,
Uh,
yeah.
it's a lot of people, and it's used for many different things, like in banks, governments, at home, of course, hospitals, everything. And
Mhm.
a lot of people rely on reliability and consistency
Mm-hmm.
in the fact that each update of Windows shouldn't remove something that they need.
Oh yeah, yeah.
So when you look at Windows 10, if you open the device manager, that's from Windows Vista and it hasn't changed. And the control panel is still here. And there are many things that are just not updated because they can't. So,
right.
Yeah.
So that's the good thing, right? People don't want that to change.
Yeah, I mean, it makes it look strange, because you have the settings, looks
Mhm.
modern. But then you press File Explorer, and then it looks like it's from 2004. And it's something you use every day, and you can just tell it's old and hasn't been updated. And it's not because they don't want to. I realize that. It's because it's difficult for them to update something that billions of people use.
Yeah, that's fair, isn't it? Gosh. Oh, but I mean,
But
like,
then
there
again-
has to come a time when you have to tear the band-aid off.
Definitely.
What
But
do you
then
think is-
again, I'm not an expert on this, so maybe everything I just said is wrong.
I mean,
never
like,
know.
the easiest solution in my mind would be just like, well, just give the user the ability to change what it looks like, how they see fit. You know?
Yeah.
give them a modern option and allow them to change it if they want to, or stick to the old version if they want to.
What they've been doing is leaving the old things in, but kind of hiding them, and then replacing them with new things.
So a slow takeover that hopefully they're hoping that people don't notice.
Yeah, or people that really rely on the old stuff, they can still access it if they want to.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. For example, control panel is pretty much phased out. Like, you can't really find it unless you specifically search for it. And replaced by settings. It looks modern. It's very nice.
It makes more sense.
Yeah.
Everything's called settings nowadays.
Yeah. Even a control panel does sound cool. Like,
I need to open up the control panel.
yeah.
It's just how the world's coming to. It's making things more normal feeling.
Yeah.
It's weird to think that in a couple of 7 to 15 years we're gonna have AI that are talking to us like, "What's up?" Because we got Alexa.
Oh yeah.
We got the new Echo Dot Gen 3, which is a nice felt donut-shaped one.
I want to get that one, but I don't really see a reason to.
Yeah, because which one do you have?
The number 2.
Right, the Dot. Is it? Or the...
Yeah, it's a Dot. And then it's connected to my studio monitors.
Ooh.
So it's like...
She's
when I'm in... Yeah, it's like Jarvis from Iron Man. Really cool.
She's pretty good, but she's still got some ways to go.
Last night I said, remind me to get a new pillow. And then 2 days later, so it was 2 days ago, and then today she reminded me, I'm reminding you to get a new, I don't remember what it was, it was head low or something. I was like, that is not pillow.
So it just got things wrong.
Yeah. I also said add to my bucket list, and then she just created a list called bucket and wrote add to, which is not what I meant.
That's actually what you'd expect a robot to do, though. That's something out of a comic strip, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, I haven't had anything like that because it's all linked to my dad's account. You see.
Okay. Yeah.
So I actually get very little control over what it does. I think the most annoying thing about Alexa is that sometimes my dad gets really robotic around her and tries to enunciate really clearly, and sometimes he just sounds a little bit, like.
Oh yeah.
Because the whole point about this thing is that you're meant to interface with it like naturally.
Yeah, I think she's pretty good at it.
Yeah,
fair.
Yeah, being natural.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to say. She's okay with the natural. My dad isn't though. He's the one who ends up sounding like a robot.
Yeah.
Where he pauses and speaks really slowly and clearly. He's like, "Alexa, resume." And I just can't take it. I'm just like, what are you trying to tell him to do? And then sometimes he gets really specific because you ever get that your Amazon Music is not configured properly for this device?
Oh, I use Spotify.
Yeah, no, we use Spotify as well. But sometimes when we're searching for a song, she doesn't recognize it and she ends up saying your Amazon Music is not configured.
Oh, no, but I'll say the specific song title and artist, and she'll play another song.
I haven't had that yet, though.
That is really annoying.
But have you discovered any fun songs through that method?
No.
Is it just stuff that's random and you have no care for?
Yeah, it's okay. It's usually obscure songs, but I'll say play "Let Me Stray" by Emma Cordelia, and then she doesn't, which is strange because it's on Spotify. and I'm telling her the exact thing
Mm-hmm.
to play, and I can't change it with my phone because I'm usually in the shower when I'm trying to get her to play a song.
Oh yeah, you keep her in the bathroom, don't you?
Yeah, I have two.
Oh, all right.
Yeah, I have an Echo Dot in my room, and then I
Mhm.
have a Sonos One, which has Alexa built in my bathroom.
Okay.
So that's nice.
I see you don't feel weird at all that there's a robot there that could be listening.
A little bit, but I
You
only
get used
make
to
shower noise.
it? Shower noise.
um, do you have the big Alexa?
What do you mean the big
No,
Alexa?
never mind. The tall one.
No, I thought the dots were the short ones.
Yeah, is that one you have?
Yeah, the Echo Dot Gen 3.
Okay. Do you
We
have
got
it
it in white.
connected to anything?
We've got it connected to our. You see, here's the issue. My family's got a really good track record of keeping things really nice. Okay,
Uh-huh.
like things don't break around us. I have a Nintendo DS from 2006, and I'm still playing on it.
Well built and nice kept.
Yeah, see. So my
Mm.
dad's got this Yamaha sound system from like the 80s or 90s, and at the time it was top level shit, right? It
Mhm.
was so forward thinking at its time that it had not one but two HDMI inputs and one output.
Wow.
It's crazy. Back
That
in the
is-
day when they used what did they call it? RVA? The red, white, and yellow wires.
Oh, composite.
Is that what they're called?
Yeah, the yellow one is called
Is the
composite
V
video.
composite video? Okay.
Yeah.
And you usually find them in 3. Yeah. So yeah,
Yeah,
old
then
school. Then you what?
Well, you have the yellow plug. If it's just the yellow plug, then it's composite. But then you also have the red, blue, and green wires, which is also composite video, but higher quality and different technology.
Well, my mind's blown here. This is all before my time. I just remember there
Mine
being a
too,
red
yeah.
one, a white one, and a yellow one.
That's for sound and video.
Yeah, the sound and video one. That's what I was
Yep.
talking about. So, yeah, at the back, we got like billions of inputs. We got like cable and satellite input on one side of the Yamaha thing. It's a massive box, by the way. It's like bigger than a PC, but it's still working just fine. It's great, actually.
Mhm.
But the issue is we've connected Alexa up to it because it's hooked up to our surround sound system.
Mhm.
And because of the way this Yamaha thing is built, you need to switch between different inputs manually. So we've got Alexa on like CD, I think. This labeled CD input, and then we've got the PS4 on the. Ooh, blew into the mic there. We got the PS4 on the cable, and we got the Apple TV on the DVD input. And it's just hell trying to switch between them because sometimes I'm just playing on my PS4 and I just like want to ask Alexa to play me a song, and lo and behold, I can't do both at the same time, which is really annoying.
Yeah.
Do you have that problem?
No, actually, because it's not because I'm smart. It is very lucky because my studio monitors have 2 inputs and they both play at the same time.
Ooh,
So I have my computer hooked up and the Echo at the same time. So
dang,
even if I'm watching a video on YouTube, she'll just
works.
talk over it. Very nice.
That's great.
Yeah.
That's what we need.
Uh,
Is that more prevalent nowadays? I'm sure it has to be, right?
Well, like if you have a what's it called, a receiver, surround receiver, usually not.
Okay.
Yeah, it's still like you have to choose the input, and I'm not sure it does it automatically and stuff. So, you know,
Could be a market in that.
yeah, convenient audio. But let me check. Actually, I think it's very expensive, but I think the new Sonos amp has maybe a built-in kind of thing that does that. No, probably not. No, but like it would be kind of nice to, I don't know, have a sound system in your house and anything can just play to it, such
Yeah.
that like you turn on the TV and it comes out the sound, and you ask your Echo something and she'll
Just
just
speaks over it. Yeah.
yeah. Maybe in 10 years.
Yeah, we can make it happen faster. We're nearly university students. We can make a project.
Yeah.
Just make a little like Alexa adapter or something and fix it
Mhm.
into a sound system and see if it works.
Yeah, actually, I believe Echo is, she's not open source, but it's Amazon has been very flexible with allowing you to implement it in many things.
I'm sure. I mean, if you want to make all the what do they call them? You know, the apps for Alexa. They got their own name. I mean,
Skills.
yeah, skills. Yeah, that's it. I'm
Mm.
sure if you want to develop skills, you know they have to be flexible.
Oh yeah, that's completely open. But I mean, like, you could create your own device that has the assistant on it,
Oh,
and they allow that too. So
Mm-hmm.
just throwing it out there.
Yeah, we could do that. Kickstarter the fuck out of it.
Yep. But the thing is, I think there's a market for smart audio, but the market for sound systems beyond Bluetooth speakers and sound bars is very small.
Yeah, that's fair. Not many people boast about their 12-point surround system things anymore, do they?
Yeah, and okay, this actually reminds me of something that I read about the other day on Reddit.
Okay. Yeah.
It was on a subreddit called Unpopular Opinion,
Mm-hmm.
and one dude said, "I think that subtitles greatly enhance movies because then you can actually understand what they're saying." And then I thought to myself, yes, but if you weren't watching the movie on a TV without any sound system or something, then obviously you can't understand the dialogue because it's meant to be played on a big sound system.
Yeah, it's meant to be played in freaking cinemas as well with like
Yes.
billion point surround systems.
Yeah,
Freaking like 10 subwoofers behind the screen.
exactly. So, yes, obviously you're going to need subtitles to understand what they're saying if you can't pay enough respect to the movie.
To the craft.
Yeah,
Mhm.
I think
Oh yeah, I agree with you.
because I don't have a home cinema or anything, but I have a TV. I have two large speakers,
Wait,
and I have a subwoofer.
I'm trying to recall like your setup. You had a 4K, didn't you?
Yeah, it's
It was Xiaomi,
Xiaomi.
wasn't it?
Yeah.
And you had the Xiaomi soundbar?
Yeah, but that's actually an interesting design decision from them. The smart TV aspect of the TV is in the soundbar.
So without the soundbar, it's just a TV. It's just a monitor.
Then it's just a monitor, but I haven't figured out how to use it as just a monitor. So I put the soundbar on the back of the TV, and then my Shield TV is connected to it, and then that's just always on that input.
Okay.
Yeah. But these speakers and the amp and I have a surround sound processor,
Mm-hmm.
and it's just the sound quality is very high. So I don't have to turn it up very high to hear the dialogue. So the subtitles are always off.
Yeah, no, that's fair.
And I also understand that most people aren't gonna do that. Like, first of all, they don't have the space, they don't have the money, and they don't even want it.
Yeah, they wouldn't really care for it, would they?
Yeah, like
Yep.
they're
In
fine.
which case, his opinion. Sorry, I need to get a pop filter. Goddamn.
Oh, me too.
No need to get so close to the mic, Simon.
I'm sorry.
Hold on. Now you made me feel inclined to switch to stereo again and just do the freaking ASMR thing. No, yeah. So where were we?
The
Goddamn.
opinion.
Yeah, the unpopular opinion. I suppose that's fair. If you're not going to bother like listening to it with proper sound equipment.
Yeah.
It is insulting to the individuals who do sound design, a la myself.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So for your film portfolio, what 3 roles did you pick?
Editor, sound design, and writer, I think, unfortunately.
Was that last one because you had to?
Yes.
How does it work with you? I mean, like in our school, we're just allowed to pick whatever we want, and we just got to figure it out with the other classmates.
Oh yeah, but it's the same here, but I couldn't figure it out with the other classmates. So
So you say you got
writer.
stuck in the role of writer.
Yeah.
Actually, we don't even have writer roles. I think some of us just like write it. I sometimes double up and I just write a random ass script. I don't think too much. Have you read some of my scripts?
No, send them over.
I will. Some lines have actually gone down in my friend groups as like classic lines that I just write these things in like 30 minutes or something, and somehow there are classic lines coming out of them that they quote on a daily basis, or at least on a near daily basis. Let me have a look. Maybe I'll
I respect that.
So you did. Which one did you do first? Cinematography or sound design or writing? Writing was probably last, isn't it?
Yeah.
How was sound design for you? Because that's what I'm doing. Well, I'm finishing it off now.
It was terrible, and I don't want to put my name on it.
It's hard, isn't it?
Okay. Yeah, it was hard. And then I also got a film, which I didn't really decide what we were filming or anything.
Mm-hmm.
So the sound design wasn't,
Brilliant.
there wasn't a lot of things to design.
Oh, so it was just like, maybe just like a conversation scene or something.
Not even. There's no dialogue.
What happened
was-
in it? Just
Well, the plot, the storyline, girl finds dog. They become best friends. Girl gets a boyfriend. And then she ends up putting the dog back.
okay.
So it's like a drama kind of, but it's not really, because
No, yeah.
so all I had to do was add a music score and footsteps, some atmospheric sounds, or like ocean, forest, stuff like that.
Oh, yeah. Just room tone stuff.
Yeah. And it was okay, but I would have liked to do sound design for maybe an action scene or a dialogue scene, even, or a full-on drama with stuff happening and dialogue and stuff. But regardless, I'm not even that good at it.
So you didn't even make your own sound effects, or did you just download some and put them in?
Oh no, I recorded all of it. So.
Oh, okay, good, great.
But it wasn't really designing. I was just putting it in to the program and lining it up and stuff.
Yeah, no, that's annoying. I actually had to design. Oh yeah, no, this reminds me. Our school is ridiculously rich. Okay, we've got a Foley room that no one uses, which greatly offended me. So I went in there one day and I actually decided to use it and try for something. And I tried making some punch sound effects using some pads and stuff like that. It ended up sounding shit, but I had to use it anyway because we're running out of time. No matter how much EQ and bass boosting I put on it. But it's just the nature of things, you know. I'm not a pro, right? I learn from my mistakes. But we actually had some guys come in to help us, and lo and behold, they were the guys who did the sound design for wonderful hits like Lord of the Rings. We got the actual dudes who did the sound design for Lord of the Rings and Blade Runner 2049, which is beautiful.
That is my favorite film.
It is so good looking. Holy crap. I think his name was Dave Whitehead.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's him. I'm just googling him right now. Yeah, it's him. That's crazy. He did so many other films. I think the most recent one he did was Mortal Engines that just came out. You know.
Oh yeah. No.
I haven't watched it yet. I've been meaning to, simply because it just looks like a fun thing to kill my mind on, and it was based off a series I read when I was younger.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, so he came in, taught us how to do stuff. Came in, personally helped me. It was really cool, and I'm a bit ashamed that I disappointed him with the. He left before I could show him my final product, but you know the punch sounds just weren't there, but it was cool. He taught me like what I was meant to do. It was great being in the face of a real professional.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Did you do sound design when we went to Vancouver Film School? in
No.
Oh.
I did animation and I believe it was just cinematography. Actually, run me through the Vancouver Film thing. Maybe I do. Maybe I just forgot it.
That's well, it's the one. It was the last film festival we did before leaving.
The Vancouver Film Fest. Yeah, I remember. And there was a guy. Yeah,
Then
no.
there was the Pixar guy that did the animation.
Yeah, I remember seeing that. Yeah.
And then for one of the workshops, it was sound design, and they had 2 sound design rooms with like a nice little studio, and it was so cool.
Yeah. What kind of a like? Did we end up using it? Did you end up using it?
Oh no, it was more like
You just watched them use it.
Oh, actually, yeah, I did use it. Yeah. Actually, I was very involved because it was so interesting. I was like, "Can I try that? Can I try this?" And they're like, "Yeah, go for it, man."
Dang.
So they had all of these sound effects, and they had a mixer for all of the different channels, of course, and it was digital, and it was really cool. And then because it was surround sound, then on the right they had like this touchpad where you could place the sound in the room. Oh, that was so cool.
Dang. Yeah. That's really fancy.
Yeah. And that was awesome.
I'm trying to remember, like, our school is pretty like affluent with that though. I mean, our sound design room may not have like a touchpad thing, but we've got like mixing desks and some drawers. It's still like one room, but at least we have it, which is pretty nice, I guess.
That's better than we do.
Yeah, I know. No, our school is ridiculously rich. They just built like a 40-story, 7-floor building because they had to, as is like Singapore rules. So we just have this massive ass building, which is empty most of the time. We have 2 floors dedicated to film because they're just like, why not? We need to give the space somewhere. Yeah, it's an expensive school and it's a bit crazy. All right, I sent a link to you to come join my film folder, and within it you can see the scripts. You want to take a look?
Yeah, did you send it on Gmail or?
Yeah, I sent it over Yeah, your email, I think. Did you just send a
Okay.
picture of your dog?
Yeah, he's he's on. He's just
Slow.
looking at me on the floor.
Oh, that's so cute. All right. Are you on it?
Yes.
Okay. Recall that I wrote all of this in. Try and open up a cafe. That one was interesting. All right. So recall I wrote all of this in half an hour. Hello. Let's
Hey, man.
just. So Justine is one of the actors, and we sent this to her for her to have a quick look at. But I'm not sure if the people watching can see this. But okay, how about we do this? Do you want to be the boy or the girl?
Can I be the boy?
You may be the boy.
No, actually, I'll be the girl.
Oh, okay, fine. All right, we'll get into. Actually, we should do this more often. Can we just do like scripted sequences for our podcasts?
Yeah.
It'd be hilarious.
Bear in mind, I'm not that good at acting.
Bear in mind, you're not acting. You're just using your voice, and it's sexy.
Okay, should I start or?
And action.
Hi, welcome to. Oh my God, what are you doing here?
Hello, my darling. I will take the milkshake and a side of nuggets, please.
Go away.
I'm a customer. You're killing your own business.
I just work here. I get paid regardless. Piss off.
Oh, look! What's this? A tip that just so happens to be enough for you to buy that new video game you've been meaning to get.
Hi, what can I get you?
I've already said horrible waitress, aren't you?
This is harassment. I'm calling the manager. Manager!
Oh dear, it seems he isn't here today. I wonder why that is.
Did you do something?
Oh no, whatever made you think that? It's not like I work part-time at a travel agency that made him a surprise booking to the Maldives.
What the hell? I thought you were the janitor.
It's just a phone call. I'll probably get fired once your manager realizes there wasn't a free trip.
That's probably a crime. I'm calling the police.
Beep. Oh no, I forgot to save. Phone suddenly dies. Pew.
What did you do?
Nothing. This is just a low-level EMP to stop you from doing anything brash.
Why the heck do you have an EMP in your pocket?
Trade secret. Pauses, then walks away. Just make the walking noises.
Hold on.
Aha! I see you're trying to exploit my weakness. Yes, astute of you to notice that I am, in fact, slightly crippled today. You certainly did a number on my knees the last time. We need you! Okay, you need to see the actual thing. It ended up being pretty good. So the line that ended up being a classic was, yes, astute of you to notice that I am, in fact, slightly crippled today. Now I have my friends going around school, and whenever it says, yeah, it's like, yeah, that's pretty astute of you to notice that, because people say that quite often. And then they always jump into, yes, astute of you to notice that I am, in fact, slightly crippled today. So that's become a classic line. I'm so proud of it. Can I have a look at your script, Sam?
Oh, no. Actually, okay, I'll send you the good one that I'm kind of proud of, and yet I'm not.
Oh, at this point, I don't think you should be proud of any of them, really. I mean, we're just doing this to get grades. If we really wanted to make something nice, we'd do it with people we'd actually want to work with, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, not like I don't want to work with the people I work with. It's just that sometimes you need to be on the right wavelength and you need to come up with a dumb enough idea.
No, I feel. There it is. Oh, can I upload to Google Drive for you? Let me see. Does your school give you like a Google account or something with storage or whatever?
Yeah.
Okay.
We just get the G drive, which is just standard, 15 gigs. And then we have our Microsoft OneNote and OneDrive account, which is, I think, 1 or 2 tera.
1.
1 tera. Yeah.
But that's free for students and teachers,
Yes.
which is fantastic. Like, that's a
Yeah.
lot of people using it.
Oh no, yeah, it's crazy. It's like 1,000+ kids in our school. 1,000,
Yeah.
2,000 maybe with the teachers.
Okay. The upload is not really working, so to speak.
Do you just have like a physical copy? I'm not a physical copy. I mean like a doc version or a doc version that you could just like email me.
Yes.
Slightly old school. Only by a couple of years.
Okay, let me see. Your email will be. Do I have your email?
I'd be offended if you didn't.
No, I have it. I believe it will be. Sorry.
Bless your face.
Here it is. I can't believe that you're using a non-Google account for Google stuff, but
I know. I made a mistake. I thought it was just like, oh, just using any email to sign in. I was just like, okay, sure. I put in my normal email. I was just like, oh, I did not realize you were asking me to make one. So yeah, now it's a bit of a problem. Forever haunt me, but it's okay.
okay, I've sent it.
Okay, let's try this. So who are the characters in this one?
Did you open it already?
I'm just checking my mail. See if it
Okay.
comes through.
Well, there's a list saying the characters, and we have Logan, which is the main character.
Logan.
Emma.
Mm-hmm.
Steve, Paul,
Steve,
and
Paul. Okay. The pre-party. Oh, is this your actual like
yeah, it's the final.
the final HL film? Ooh, okay.
So it's a bit long.
Okay, so I'm gonna be the girl, and as you know, I have extensive repertoire in the voice acting community. If you've seen my Instagram video.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're gonna try this as good as we can make it. A group of 5 friends get together for a small party. Only 1 year before Logan and Steve lost their parents in a tragic traffic collision. But what led up to this accident and what caused it? Logan is keeping a secret so well, but will his moral guardian reveal the secret for him?
What do you think of that plot description?
I like the fact that you've got like plot description. Ours just says, "Hello, Justine," and then go straight into it. And then at the bottom, we've got like a half-finished script.
Yeah.
All right. Characters. Logan, main character, lost parents in accident, caused the accident. Okay, I'm gonna make you Logan because you're the guy who wrote this. Emma feels especially sorry for Logan, is a little dumb. Steve. I'm gonna make him Scottish. Friend, the co-protagonist, also lost his parents in the same accident. He's Australian. Okay, I'm sorry. Okay, Paul's the guy with the Scottish accent. Friend, quirky. Cal, friend in relationship with Steve. Is this a female or a male?
Cal?
Yeah.
That's a female.
Okay.
We're very what's it called? Traditional.
Picking your words really carefully here.
Yeah.
Now I was
Hey,
just wondering because I didn't actually read the in relationship with Steve thing. I was just like, Cal, is that a boy's or a girl's name? All right, Faden, do you want to be narrator or me?
You be narrator.
All right, Faden, arrival. It can be seen. Wait, hold on. No, that's not the. Shall we just describe it for the?
Yeah, that's
for the
just
listeners?
for
To set the scene. All right, we'll set the scene. It can be seen that the host of the pre-party is doing errands around the house in preparation for the pre-party, mostly cleaning. Accompanying this, there is work music, something with strings, pizzicato. The camera follows the character, however, not meticulously. As the character finishes up an errand in the room, the camera stays behind, observing the room slowly. Logan was a bit nervous, as this was the first time he hosted anything for his friends. Logan opens the door suddenly as he heard something, mumbles to himself. It was also the first time he had really seen them since the accident. Who knew if he was even ready? Camera now goes back to Logan. Logan is looking at the TV, standing up with the remote in his hand, indicating he was just about to turn it off, but something caught his attention.
Should I read this part?
Yeah. Try your
Today,
best.
What?
Try your best.
Today is 1 year ago that the tragic accident that killed 4 parents and orphaned 2 teenagers shook the town of Woodhill and changed the lives of many forever. The local church will be holding a service tonight at 7 in memory of
Bloop. Logan turns off the TV and sits down. He is clearly affected. Logan's friends pop into the door. Friends all together. Hey Logan! Hey Logan! Hey Logan! Hey Logan! Hey Logan! Friends, I had to do all the voices. My friends come in and settle down and do friend stuff. Logan nervously. That's you.
Hey guys.
The friends head into the kitchen and finds bottle openers, drinks, etc. Meanwhile, Emma hugs Logan and they talk inaudibly. Emma and Logan emerge from the background to join their friends. Cal is sitting on Steve's lap. The atmosphere is not very pleasant, and the pace is irregular and slow. You guys want to play a game? Yee. Paul's the Scottish one, right?
Yeah.
What?
I got some dice.
Nah, bro, that's whack. Okay, yeah. You got any cards? The vibe was not very chill, and the friends just couldn't decide on the game. Hold your horses there, fella! What was that?
Okay, guys, let's play Truth or Dare.
Yeah,
Yeah,
let's do
let's
it.
do
Yeah,
it.
let's do it. Yeah, let's do it. Yeah, let's do it. Cal fumbles with the phone, attempting to find truth or dare questions. Cal.
Okay, guys, I got one. Paul, Truth or Dare?
Dare, dude. Okay, you have to make Paul Scottish now.
Yeah.
Okay, I dare you to run outside and touch the table naked.
Banter. And if I don't, then you got to drink, mate. Paul drinks. Heh, pussy.
That line could use some work.
Mockingly, heh, pussy. Phone with truth or dare is his handed to Paul. Paul. What would you have done if you Australian cunt? Oh yeah, I need to do it in Australian accent. What would you have done at you Australian cunt? Steve does not reply. Oi, Emma. Truth or dare?
Truth.
Would you rather go out? Would you rather go without? Would you rather go without makeup for a week, or let me choose your clothes for a week?
Emma. OMG, you. I'd rather choose clothes, though.
Cal seems to react the same. Paul hands his phone to Emma.
Logan, if you had to choose between going naked or having your thoughts appear in thought bubbles above your head for everyone to read, which would you choose?
What's up with the thing going naked?
Hey, you know, it's just
Sexy.
you got to be extreme. All right. Aren't you supposed to say truth or dare?
Just answer. It's funny.
The thought bubbles.
Really? All your secrets would come out.
Well, I don't have any secrets.
When in reality, Logan had the biggest secret of them all. The reason why Paul doesn't want to run out naked is because he has the smallest penis known to man. Emma doesn't want to go without makeup because she isn't as strong and independent as she says. In fact, she's quite ugly, and yet only Logan had lied. The crowd listens. How do you do an Australian accent? I'm shit at that.
I don't know.
Yo, what was that? That sounds Scottish. Goddamn. Yo, I'm just gonna go surfer. That's the closest thing I can do. Yo, what was that, mate? Paul, is that you? No, Steve. It was me. The group is confused, searching for the source of the voice, generally believed to be coming from above. Paul leaves the room to turn on TV, separated by accidents running into the dialogue, but not distinguished. Logan.
I don't know what it was, but I don't have a big secret.
Is that true, Logan? Sorry, that's me again.
Seriously, guys, who the hell is that? You can hear it as well, right? It's really fucking weird.
Wow, you got swears in it.
Yeah.
It's not Paul, because he just left.
What? I don't know what you guys are talking about. I don't know what anyone is talking about.
Emma appears to not regard the situation as very serious. Emma.
Come on, Logan. Tell us your big secret.
And then the attention is now shifted from the friends to Paul watching TV. Even after 1 year, the police still have not found the perpetrator, but have concluded that the collision was caused by the car running out of fuel. It is suspected that the tank was drained on purpose. The case remains unclosed.
Logan.
Yeah.
It is no surprise that Logan is emotional, especially since Logan knows who did it.
You know who did it?
Literally can't because he's crying at the end. Okay. Truth is, Paul, we figured his character out. He has to be Scottish.
Yep.
Especially the way you did his lines. Oh my god.
Can we go back to let's see, page 5.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I'll be Cal and Steve, and then you'll be Paul.
You just want me to do all of it?
Yeah.
All right. Okay, we'll go from let's do it. Yeah, let's do it. Yeah, let's do it. Yeah, let's do it. All right, you have to say it as well.
Oh, do I have to say it again?
Yeah, because it's friends in agreement.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
And
let's do it. All right, cool. We're good. Move on.
Okay, guys. I got one. Paul, truth or dare?
Dare, dude.
Okay, I dare you to run outside and touch the table naked.
And if I don't,
Then you got a drink, mate.
you're also Steve, aren't you?
Oh yeah. I was waiting for you to drink, but obviously.
Oh.
Oh.
Delicious coffee.
Oh. You're a pussy.
Oh, you've done it, you Australian cunt. It just sounds like I'm constantly stuck up. My favorite line from Paul is, "Nah, bro, that's whack."
Yeah. That I wrote that and I'm so proud of it.
That's gonna be a classic line for sure.
Oh. Yeah, I just hope we can really nail the script.
Yeah,
Like, in terms of the production.
You mean like they're acting, or?
Yeah. And also actually filming it in a good way.
Not
You
a
know.
crappy way. How many of your
Yep.
team is just like they don't really give two shits?
Well, we are all, including me, we're just kind of like, let's just do it.
Yeah, that's
You know.
a decent enough attitude. I mean,
Yeah,
as long as
good.
you get the grades.
None of them are really like, I really don't want to do this. But none of us are like, let's put our everything into this.
That's fair.
Yeah. Where
Although- Yeah.
my old group, they were very much like, if that is not specifically my role, I'm not even gonna help you with that.
Oof, Dicky.
Do you understand? Yeah.
Dicky.
Were you gonna say something there, or?
Yeah, I'm trying to get I'm trying to get back on track. Shh. It was
Oh,
something
shoot.
about. Oh, I've already forgotten. I mean, it's just like these films, man. It sounds like you're putting more effort into it than mine is. I mean, I wanted to film it a while ago, and those guys, we just kept coming with excuses to not film it. And now we're kind of pressed for time since exams are coming up. And whatever, we'll figure it out. But I just really wanted to. Yeah, this is what I wanted to say. I really wanted to make like my last school film to be a really awesome one, right?
Yeah.
And that's what everyone's expectation was. I wanted to make one. I wanted to make that, like, what do you call it? That freaking the meta one with the kids making.
Oh yeah.
Because there's no other audience that would be better for watching that than the IB examiners,
Yep,
Like those are the people you want to watch this.
I feel you.
No, I'm not gonna get the chance. Or I could just do it anyway, but I don't have the time or the energy.
Unfortunately. But I don't know. I don't. I'm not sure it applies to you, but what I feel like is, for me, that's definitely true. That I'm very ambitious about films I want to do,
Mm-hmm.
but I keep forgetting that I'm actually very bad at it. And if I were to pursue a career in film, I'm almost completely certain that I would fail.
Well, maybe you just. The film's a tough thing to do, and even the best, the best film students in the school still have like only half-assed, like only decent videos at the least.
Yeah.
You're not gonna get high production quality because you just don't have the resources. No matter how fancy your school, and no matter how many bits of equipment it has, and no matter how good the cameras are, you still need a shit ton of people who care.
Yeah, that's true.
And that's the hardest thing to find. Let's be honest. The only place you'll actually find that is in a university, with people who want to make films, willing to put the time and money into an education in it.
I would hope that you would also find those people in a film class,
Yeah, right.
but apparently not.
I'm really annoyed because like I don't have. Well, maybe it might be presumptuous of me to say this about my class, but it's just my class doesn't feel like that.
No, yeah.
They're motivated to get up and okay, let's just shoot a stupid video over the weekend, for lols because we like to do it.
Mm-hmm.
That reminds me, we should totally do another cooking video. When was the last time we released an episode?
It's 2 years.
Jeez. It must be old and hairy now.
My hair has grown a lot.
Yeah, we discussed this last week.
Yeah. Well, I don't know if I told you why, but it's because my hairdresser moved.
So well,
And I
can you find
didn't-
another hairdresser? Or do you just not like it?
I could also go to the old one. I just didn't want to. So
So now it's just long.
yes.
Well, it might look good in the ponytail.
Yeah, it's strange because I can actually make a ponytail.
Oh gosh, I really need to see you now.
Yeah, the first cooking show was released October 22nd, 2016.
Holy shit, 2016. God damn. 2017 was the next one?
Yeah.
That was the pizza one, wasn't it? You look what?
Was
Almost
the-
the same?
Yeah, I look almost the same. Even a little longer hair, but other than that,
Because you don't really stop. You just kind of stop growing once you hit about 15. Just get a bit taller, I guess.
I'm also very short. So
Oh, yeah.
yeah, you remember. How long is this episode now? I don't have the time on my.
Oh, shit. It must have been like an hour. Crap. Yeah, we should wrap it up. Sorry. We've actually gone way over time. Thanks, everyone.
How long?
Hour and a half.
Hey, it was very fun though.
We were talking about films again. We should probably talk about that more.
Yeah.
And, like Windows as well. That was an interesting tangent.
Okay, here's the thing. Just quickly. I like talking about technology, but I also don't. Because when I explain like Windows and the history of Windows, I do it with like I have the intention of informing you correctly with what I think is true, but I'm at the risk of sounding like
You don't know anything?
yeah, or that I think I know something, but actually I'm wrong and I'm a piece of shit.
No, it's the internet. They're not very forgiving to those who don't know.
I don't know. I don't like talking about something as if I know more than someone else.
Because, someone else is going to know more than you.
Yeah, there's always someone who is much more informed or something.
That's fair. No,
I
yeah, I
know.
understand that. Can't really be... No, yeah, I get that. All right, well, let's make this the new... What?
I'll see you next week, I guess.
Yeah, let's make it a New Year's resolution. Let's keep this up. Saturdays.
Yep.
10
I'm home.
o'clock.
Yep.
Okay, brilliant. How are we going to sign off? Do you want to say something? Like
thank
a
you
signature
for
thing?
listening.
We're going to go with thank you for listening, like every other
Yep.
person?
Yep.
Let's do something a bit more fancy. Ta-da! We're done. Thank you for your time.
If we're doing that, then you're doing it because I'm not doing that.
Okay, I'll just come up with something new every week, and you can just say thank you for listening.
Okay. All right. Well, bye-bye.
Thanks for listening.
Are you gonna